What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Buckstops here. A little Don't Gas spin-off. I haven't done one for a little while, so I thought I'd do one this weekend, which is surprising considering my team's result. But there you go. Just shows that we're impartial here, and we try to be as unbiased as we can. But you know how it is in football sometimes. So going to run through a few things today. The first one, just going to quickly go through some of the results. But just before we do, I just got a little message for a couple of people in the group chat that I'm in. Where are you guys, man? Where are you guys? Haven't seen you all evening. Haven't heard from you all evening. But we'll get to that later. Because it wasn't looking good for you lot today. Anyway, back to business. Quick run through the results. Obviously, the games yesterday as well, so I'll just put the games up for you there. So, Tottenham 2, Man United 2. We're going to get into that in detail on Don't Gas the Badge on Tuesday, so watch out for that. That'll be live at 9 p.m. GMT. We should have JD on, Tottenham fan, and Bizzle on, United fan. The banter's been flying back and forth, as it always does. So that should be a good episode. Please tune in for that. Crazy game, but I don't want to talk on it too much because we will get into it on Tuesday. Everton winning 2-0 at home to Fulham. You got West Ham. There were a couple of good results recently, winning 3-2 against Burnley at home to Burnley, that is. You had Arsenal play away at Sunderland. That finished 2-2. And then Chelsea got a nice big result for them, 3-0 at home to Wolves. That was on Saturday. And the games today, big surprise result, not because I don't think Villa are any good, but the way Bournemouth have been playing this season, I didn't see them losing 4-0, but yeah, lost 4-0. And I believe Semenyo, I'm sure he missed a pen in that game. I didn't see the game, but I'm sure he missed a pen in that game and cost me some fantasy league points. So thanks for that, Semenyo. Brentford at home to Newcastle, winning 3-1. Newcastle in all sorts of trouble at the moment. I did kind of predict this at the start of the season. I knew with them having Champions League football that they were going to struggle to cope with both competitions. They lost 3-1. Palace 0, Brighton 0. Forest seemed to have turned things around recently as well. Another team turned things around, winning 3-1 at home to Leeds. And then the big one, big game of Sunday, Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0. Wow. That was a beatdown as well, if anyone saw it. Anyway, first thing we're going to get into is the Arsenal game, because that was yesterday. 2-2. I'll be honest with you, I did expect us to win that game just because of the form we've been in and the fact that we defend so well. But 2-2, we have to take that one, pause, because they played well. Sunderland showed they're a really good team. I thought first half they were better than we were. I thought we didn't do enough first half. We weren't passing the ball well enough. We didn't have any ideas. And it was a powerful goal by one of our ex-youth players as well. Unfortunately, Ballard, great goal from him. Overpowered Gabriel. I do not know what Gabriel was complaining about. He was moaning to the referee about a foul. It was never in a million years a foul. And someone as big and ugly enough as Gabriel is, he should be dealing with that better, to be honest with you. I think it was just the shock of actually conceding a goal. And he didn't know how to handle it. So for me, that was poor form from Gabriel. He needs to take that one on the chin, pause, and, try and regroup, really. So that was the first goal. Saka popped up and popped one in as well. And then Trossard, wow, what a finish. He was our best player, I thought, all game yesterday. I thought second half we were miles better second half. But it was still a tough game. And it just felt like one of our more difficult games this season. I don't even want to say because we weren't at it. I just thought Sunderland really wanted it. And playing at home in front of their fans at the Stadium of Light, it's a tough place to go, trust me. And a lot of teams are going to drop points there this season. I can see it. I think they've had I've said it before a couple of times on a couple of pods. Best start for 68 years in the best top flight start for about 68 years for Sunderland, something like that. So they're doing really well. Granit Xhaka, man, I wish we still had him. He looks exactly the same. He doesn't look like he's lost anything. He's got a bit older. Doesn't look like he's lost anything. I thought he was brilliant as well yesterday. So well done to Sunderland, really. I thought they played bloody well. And commiserations for us. We have to take it. 2-2 was a fair result. That equaliser was a brilliantly taken goal as well. We were all over the place at the back. And, you know, it's just one of them things, you know, we're going to have to look at it as a point earned rather than 2 points dropped and try and think positive, think about the next game. We do have some tough games coming up as well with Bayern round the corner. We've got Tottenham coming up as well. Always a tough game with it being the North London derby. Form goes out the window. So, you know, we need to reset. International break coming up, so that'll be a good bit of time for us to have a bit of a reset, I think. And we should have a few players back as well after the break, so that'll be good. Still top of the league, but, you know, we have to just take that point and move on. We didn't lose, and we did finally concede, so there we go. So that's the Arsenal game on Saturday. Liverpool. I hear this man's wanted for the murder of your football club, man. Wow, what a game he had. That is the best game I've seen Doku have for Man City against anybody. And he just absolutely terrorized Liverpool all game until he was subbed off, I think in about the 73rd minute or something like that. But wow, what a performance from him, and what a goal as well from Doku. Brilliant goal from Doku. So Haaland had a penalty saved in the first half, and the funny thing was, I said before he stepped up to take it, I've got a funny feeling he's not going to score this. I wanted a draw. Obviously, I didn't want any of them to taking 3 points, so I wanted a draw. And yeah, unfortunately for Haaland, he did miss that penalty, and that was the second player this weekend that's cost me points for missing a penalty. So thanks for that, Haaland. Then he did score. Konate jumped. He was challenging Konate. Konate, I think the ball clipped the top of his head and almost hit Haaland's head, and it just went in. 1-0 City. And then, yeah, Liverpool hit back with Van Dijk scoring, for me, what was a perfectly good goal. I didn't see anything wrong with the goal that he scored. I thought it was well taken. I thought it was very harshly ruled out. I know what they're saying. Yeah, but Robertson was in an offside position. Fair enough, but he did not impact what was happening. He did not impact what was happening. And there was a Man City player in front of the keeper as well. Robertson or no Robertson, that header from Van Dijk was going in. The keeper was not getting there. So I thought that was a bit harsh that goal was ruled out. But then when you look at the result, it's 3-0. You can't really rest on your laurels. It's one disallowed goal. You lose 3-0. You can't really complain about that goal anymore, you know. But yeah, Doku, wow, what a finish from him. I think he got the third one. I forget the second scorer, but yeah, anyway, really good game to watch. I thought Liverpool looked sluggish. They were not at it at all. And my big question is, where have all the Liverpool fans gone? Where are you all? I don't know where you've all gone. Because you had all the talk yesterday with us drawing. I was seeing messages and voice notes and images being shared in the group chat. I was hearing a lot from you lot. And Anthony talking about, and yes, Anthony, sorry, I got a name drop you, talking about we'll beat City at their place like we did last season. Boy, couldn't be further from the truth, could it? So where have you all gone? Moffat, I got to give you a shout out because you're the only one who really stepped up and didn't go missing. Everybody else, all the Liverpool fans who have got the most to say most of the time, just are nowhere to be seen tonight. I don't know what's going on, man. You know, we've got all sorts of fans in our group chat. We've got United fans, we've got Tottenham fan, we've got Chelsea fan, we've got obviously Arsenal fans. When these clubs lose, none of us go missing. And Liverpool fans will talk. And every time they lose, fans just disappear. Plastic fans, what can I say? So yeah, hopefully I'll hear something between now and the Tuesday pod, and I'll update you. I'll let you know if they came out of hiding or not. Over to the league table now, and we'll have a look and see where everyone is. So Arsenal still top, 26 points, but City closing the gap to just 4 points, and City is not a team you want chasing you. That is concerning because Pep knows what it takes to win the league, and a lot of their players know what it takes to win the league as well. So You know, we need to make sure we don't have too many more hiccups along the way. A long way to go, and City are hot on our tails at the moment. Chelsea in third place on 20 points. You've got Sunderland making up the top 4 on 19 points. As I said, absolutely brilliant start to the season for them. And actually really good to watch. I do like watching Sunderland. They make it feel like a Premier League game from like the late 90s. Like it just felt, you know, like there was a lot of, it was very physical. It was end to end. There were a lot of challenges, and you had to fight and work for everything. And that just really made it feel like more of like a game from the Premier League in the late 90s, which was nice. Tottenham make up the 5th spot in that Europa League spot. They're on 18 points. And then you've got Villa, United, Liverpool down in 8th, below United and Tottenham. And Liverpool fans were clowning Tottenham and United fans last season, but now you're 7th and you're 8th, below both Tottenham and Man United. I know it's only early, but you know you've got to have a dig where you can. Pause. Bournemouth losing, they're in 9th, and then Palace make up the top half in 10th place on 17 points. Bottom half, you got Brighton on 16 and 11th, then Brentford, Everton in 13th, sorry. Newcastle United, 14th. Man, they need to do something, seriously. I don't know what's happening with Newcastle, but they need to pick up some form real quick before they end up getting left behind. Fulham in 15th, Leeds in 16th, Burnley 17th, just above relegation. And then you've got West Ham, who are climbing up the table now, in 18th. Forest in 19th, and Wolves, man. If you look at their form table, draw, loss. Not looking good. 2 points all season. Could they be the new Derby County and be the worst ever Premier League side? Not looking good at the moment if you're a Wolves fan. So that's it. Just thought I'd do a quick roundup for everybody. Please remember to tune in to Don't Gas the Badge on Tuesday at 9 p.m. GMT, where we'll cover in more depth that Tottenham v Man United game. And please tune in on Thursday to the Don't Gas podcast, and we'll be looking at all things Quentin Tarantino, and we'll be having a look at his career, his movies, and we'll look at that in more detail on Thursday. Should be fun. Please join us for that as well. I've been Buckstar. This has been the Buck Stops here. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again. Peace.